You guys are live.
Okay, perfect. Assalamualaikum everybody, and welcome to ISCJ's first ever Ramadan Jeopardy. We're down to our final 4 teams, and we've been doing this for the last three weeks. Inshallah, the top 2 teams, so the winning team will be receiving a $100 gift card to Amazon, and then the second place team will be receiving a $75 gift card to Amazon. And let's see who takes the title of ISCJ's first ever Ramadan Jeopardy. Okay. So our first team who made it to the finals is Team Ali. If you want to introduce yourselves.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Ibrahim from Team Ali. It's called Team Ali because Ali is my oldest son, but he's not going to be playing with me today because he's a 3-year-old and he's extra stir crazy because of the pandemic. Yeah, ready to go.
Alrighty, and then we have the champions.
Assalamu alaikum. This is Rasul Feroz, my daughter Hadia Feroz, Sana Feroz, and Basit Feroz. We are ready to play the finals.
All right, and then next team is NUISCJ.
Without unmuting.
Assalamualaikum. I'm Tariq Fahumi, and I'm playing with my 2 brothers and my mom and my dad. That's it.
Alrighty, and then we have the Akhtar family.
Assalamu alaikum. This is Nadeem Akhtar. I'm playing with my wife and my daughter, and we are ready, inshallah.
Alrighty, we're ready to get started then. Let's see who's going to win the final Jeopardy for ISCJ's Ramadan Jeopardy. And today's categories are prophets, stories from the Quran, current events, the unseen, Islamic landmarks, and Prophet Musa alayhi salam. So we used the random number generator like we do for every game, and the 3rd team was selected. So NUISCJ, you have control of the board, so you can choose a category and point value.
Prophet Musa alayhi salam for 300.
A large number of Muslims believe that the father-in-law of Prophet Musa alayhi salam was this prophet. Akhtar family.
Who is Prophet Shoaib?
That is correct. And you have control of the board.
Do we have to mute ourselves, unmute, or you are going to do that?
I don't think I actually have the ability to unmute you because I tried. So if you guys can just unmute yourselves.
Sure.
Prophet Musa for 100.
For 400?
Yes. No, 100.
Yes, 100.
Oh, sorry. This is the first thing that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told Musa when he first spoke to him. Akhtar family.
That I'm God, your God. I'm Allah. I'm your Lord.
NUISCJ, that's incorrect.
What do you say? No, that's what I said. Remove your shoes. What is remove your shoes? What is remove your shoes?
Yes, that is correct. And you have control of the board.
Prophet Musa alayhi salam for 500.
Sister Maryam, this 400 is gone. We asked for 100. This is Akhtar family.
I know, but I heard 400, so it's fine because
Okay.
If you want, we could do 100 now. If you want to do that.
Yeah.
I'm just not count the points for that question. Okay. This is the name of Pharaoh's wife. NUISCJ.
Who is Asiya?
That is correct.
Prophet Musa alayhi salam for 200.
This was the name of Prophet Musa alayhi salam's book, Akhtar family.
What is Torah?
That is correct.
For some reason, this buzzing system doesn't unbuzz us. Like it gets stuck.
Yeah, it's the same thing that happens to us.
So we
All
can
the
buzz
buzzers are-
on the same time. So
Okay, all the buzzers have been reset now.
yeah, now it's reset. Yeah.
Okay. All right, Akhtar family have control of the board.
Can I unseen for 100?
For 100, right?
Yes.
These creatures are made out of a smokeless fire. NUISCJ.
What are jinn?
That is correct.
Should we? One question: should we buzz as soon as you finish, or we can buzz?
As soon as I finish.
Okay.
Prophet Musa alayhi salam for 500.
This is the place where Prophet Musa alayhi salam was told he would find a wise man. Team Ali. Wait, sorry, you're unmuted. 1 second.
Oh, shoot. Where the two C's meet?
Yes. Do you have the place? Oh, yeah. Okay. And you have control of the board. Let me reset. So on your buzzer should all be reset, right? And you see that on your phone? Okay, perfect.
Unseen for 200.
This is the name of the angel that blows the horn for the day of judgment. Champions?
Who is Israfil?
That is correct. And you have control of the board.
Unseen 300.
The Quran refers to the two angels on your shoulder as this. Akhtar family.
What are Kiram and Katibin?
That is correct. And you have control of the board.
Unseen for 400.
Unseen for 400. These are the names of the angels that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent to teach magic as a test for Prophet Sulaiman alayhi salam's people. Akhtar family?
What are Harut and Marut?
That is correct. And you have control of the board.
Unseen for 500.
Unseen for 500. The Prophet ﷺ said when he saw Angel Jibril alayhi salam in his true form, he filled up the sky, and dripping from each of his wings were these three items. Okay. What are pearls, rubies, and diamonds? Akhtar family, you still have control of the board.
Can I have Prophet for 100?
Yes. He was the caretaker of Maryam alayhi salam. NUISCJ?
Who is Prophet Zakaria alayhi salam?
Correct. And you have control of the board.
Prophets for 200.
His brothers threw him into a well. Team Ali?
Who is Prophet Yusuf?
That is correct.
Prophets for 300.
He was nicknamed Israel. NUICJ?
Who is Prophet Yaqub alayhi salam?
That is correct. Sorry. Okay, this will be the next question. Sorry. Give the points to NUICJ and us. Once the timer goes off for this, the first team to buzz in will get a chance to answer this question because that was my bad. Okay, and this is worth 400. This is worth 400. A majority of scholars believe that the man mentioned in Surah Al-Baqarah, who Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala caused to die for 100 years, was this prophet. Champions?
Who is Uzair?
Who's Prophet Uzair?
That is correct. And you have control of the board.
Prophets for 400.
That was the question. That was the question for prophets for 400. Because so yeah, you have control of the board.
Prophets for 500.
The people of this prophet worshipped an idol by the name of Baal. Akhtar family.
Who is Prophet Ad?
Who is prophet?
Hud.
Hud.
That is incorrect. And anyone else? Okay. It's who is Prophet Ilyas, and that's according to Surah As-Saffat. Okay, champions, you still have control of the board.
Quran 100.
Can you repeat that?
Stories from the Quran 100.
This wise man is most known for the advice he gave to his children and has a surah in the Quran named after him. NUICJ?
Who is Luqman?
That is correct. Okay, and you have control of the board.
Stories from the Quran for 200.
This is the literal meaning. Wait a second. This is the literal meaning of Dhul Qarnayn. Team Ali.
What is 2 horns? Possessor of 2 horns.
Well, you answered incorrectly to start. Akhtar family.
Yeah, I have.
No.
Well, wait, okay. I'll read the prompt again to give the next team a chance to answer. This is a literal meaning of Dhul Qarnayn. Champions.
Having 2 horns.
What is having 2 horns?
Yeah, so Team Ali said 2 horns. He forgot the possessor or having. You need to have that part because Dhul is. You took out the points for Team Ali? Okay. So champions, you have control of the board.
Stories 300.
Stories from the Quran 300.
Stories from the Quran for 300. The wall that Khidr repaired belonged to blank. Champions.
The orphans.
What?
Who are the orphans?
Who are the orphans?
Do you have a number specifically?
2 orphans.
2 orphans.
And you have control of the board.
200.
Stories from the Quran 400.
This is how the people who were turned into monkeys in the Quran broke the Sabbath. Team Ali.
They were fishing on the Sabbath.
We'll count that? Okay. If you want to put it on the question.
What is the fishing on the Sabbath?
So more specifically is they threw their nets in on the day before and they took it out the day after so that they could catch the fish on the Sabbath.
Exactly what I said.
And you have control of the board.
A story is from the Quran for 500.
Allah says in the Quran that even blank struggled with carrying the keys to QARUN'S wealth. ISCJ?
What are the camels?
That is incorrect. Champions?
What is the army?
In the Quran, it's very specific.
Give us a minute.
Give me your 5 seconds.
على لتنوع على عصبة. So I don't know how to translate that. So
I'll give them half points because we'll give you half the points for that. We'll take off half the points. It's a group of strong men, so it's just you have to specify like strong men. Army is junud. It's the word for army. So okay. Team Maddie still has control of the board.
I still have control.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's not got that correct.
Current events for 100.
This hijab-wearing congresswoman is currently working with Bernie Sanders on pushing the IMF to forgive the debt of the world's poorest countries. NUICJ. Champions, you buzzed in before I finished. NUICJ.
Is it Helen Omer?
That is correct. You have control of the board.
Current events for 200.
This soccer player is known as the Egyptian king and since playing has helped reduce Islamophobia in Merseyside, UK. Team Ali.
Who was Muhammad Salah?
That is correct. You have control of the board.
Current events for 500.
This 37-year-old woman feminist is striving to encourage a better environment for innovation in Spain as she serves as Madrid's first Muslim counselor. It is who is Maysoon Douaz. Okay, and you still have control of the board.
Current events for 400.
In September 2019, the Brooklyn Historical Society opened a sound and art exhibit featuring Camila Janan Rashid's geometric installation titled Blank, a reference of a chapter in the Quran. What is an opening? So it was in reference to Surah Al-Fatiha. And you still have control of the board.
Current events for 300.
The Futa Islamic Center in Blank was recently featured on NBC for their community coming together to help cover food and funeral costs for members of their community. No one knows this. What is the Bronx, New York? Okay. Self-control of the board.
Islamic landmarks for 500.
I am located in Damascus and I'm one of the oldest masajid in the world. It is believed that Isa alayhi salam will return to earth at this mosque. What is the UMAYYAD Mosque or the Great Mosque of Damascus?
Islamic landmarks for 400.
I was the only mountain that the Prophet ﷺ stopped at during Isra and Ma'raj. Akhtar family.
Masjid Aqsa?
Mountain.
Mountain? This is the only mountain that goes. Sorry, I think that got it
She
wrong.
got the question wrong.
Anyone else? Okay. Mount Sinai in Egypt. And Team Ali, you still have control of the board.
Islamic landmarks for 300.
I am where the Prophet ﷺ was taken into heaven during Isra and Mi'raj. Okay. Correct response is, what is the Dome of the Rock?
Islamic landmarks for 200.
This city in Iraq is where Hussein radiallahu anhu was martyred and is considered a sacred site in Shi'i Islam. Champions?
Where is Karbala?
That is correct. And you have control of the board. Well.
100.
I am located in Saudi Arabia and I'm where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed to Prophet ﷺ to change the Qibla from Jerusalem to Mecca. And you ISCJ?
What is Masjid Qibla saying?
That is correct. Okay. So going into our final, not final Jeopardy, our double Jeopardy round, before we go into there, right now we have Team Ali leading with 1100, followed by Champions for 1050, NUISCJ with 800, and the Akhtar family with -100. But keep in mind, next round is all points are doubled. So, oh, I see the categories for next round. All points are doubled, so you all have a chance in getting back. So the categories for this round will be Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, famous Muslims, Islam in America, Zakat and Sadaqah, Islam in math and science, and the Day of Judgment. That's how it works. Oh, okay. So my sister watches Jeopardy a lot, so she's telling me that since Akhtar family has the least amount of points, we're following the same rules as Jeopardy, so they actually get to start this round.
Can I have the Day of Judgment for 200?
Day of Judgment for 200. On this day of the week, the trumpet will be blown for the world to end. Akhtar family.
On what is Friday?
That is correct. You have to talk to me. Okay, cool. And you have control of the board.
Can I have Prophet Muhammad for 200?
Yep. This is the name of the Prophet ﷺ's father. Champions. I knew ICJ, you clicked it before I finished.
Who is Abdullah?
That is correct. Champion. And you have control of the board.
400.
Prophet ﷺ 400.
The Prophet ﷺ said that he was the answer to this prophet's dua. Akhtar family.
Who is Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam?
That is correct. And you have control of the board.
Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam for 600.
This monk told Abu Talib when the Prophet ﷺ was a young boy that he would receive a message from God and that he should not come back to Syria before then. And you ISCJ?
Who is Bahira?
That is correct. And you ISCJ. And you have control of the board.
We'll do Prophet Muhammad ﷺ for 800.
This was where the Prophet ﷺ first stood from and openly declared his teachings to the people of Mecca. Akhtar family.
What is Mount Safa?
That is correct. And with that, Akhtar family just got in on the board top 3, beating Champions by 50 points.
Can I have Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam for 1,000?
When the Prophet ﷺ passed away, Baraka Ayman, his mother after his mother, was crying for this reason. Akhtar family.
That no more wahi will be revealed from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
What is,
There's a pause. The finished.
Put in a question.
what is the pause in the wahi?
Yeah, what is the pause in the wahi?
What is
The stopping of the wahi.
That is correct. What is divine revelation has ceased to come from the heavens. Wow. And with that, they took the lead and now have control of the board.
Day of judgment for 400.
This is the first thing that a believer will be asked about on the day of judgment. And you, ISCJ?
What is salah?
That is correct. And you have control of the board.
Day of judgment for 600.
This is the first unjust act towards another human being that will be judged on the day of judgment. What is murder? You guys still have control of the board, NUICJ.
Day of judgment for 800.
In Surah Al-Furqan, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that the wrongdoer has two regrets on the day of judgment: not following the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam and blank. Team Ali.
Taking so-and-so as a friend. What is
That's
taking so-and-so as a friend?
Yes. Okay, and you have control of the board.
Famous Muslims for 200.
I am known for my victory during the Crusades. NUICJ?
Who is Salahuddin?
That is correct. And you have control of the board.
Day of judgment for 1000.
These four surahs are also names for the day of judgment. What is Taghabun, Qiyamah, Qari'ah, and Haqqa? You still have control of the board. And you, ICJ.
Islam in America for 200.
I am the first hijabi to represent the US in the Olympics. And you, ICJ.
Ibtihaj Muhammad.
Put in a question.
Who is Ibtihaj Muhammad?
You, ICJ. Okay, now you still have control of the board.
Islam in America for 400.
This president had an English copy of the Quran in his library. Champions.
Who is Jefferson?
Correct. Champion. And you have control of the board.
Islam in America, 600.
This is the state with the highest percentage of Muslims at 3% of the population. Champions.
Where's Michigan?
Where is what?
Michigan.
Michigan. Where is Michigan?
That is incorrect. What is New Jersey was the correct answer. Champion. So just a trick, that was a trick question. The most densely populated city in the United States is Dearborn, Michigan. But in terms of state, New Jersey is actually the most densely populated by percentage. Okay, with that, I think I believe so. I think Champions, you still have control of the board.
Islam in America, 800.
This is the city in which the first mosque was built in 1893. Answer was Chicago. What is Chicago? You still have control of the board, champions.
Okay.
Zakat.
Zakat and Sadaqah 200.
This is the amount of times that zakat needs to be paid per year. Champions.
What is once?
That is correct. Okay, and you still have control of the board.
Zakat and Sadaqah 400.
This is a sadaqah that a person gets rewards from even after he or she passes, even after he or she dies. And you, ISCJ?
What is Sadaqatul Jariyah?
That is correct. Okay, and you have control of the board.
Islam in America for 1,000.
I am most known for my resistance against French colonial rule in Algeria. There is a town in Iowa named after me. Correct answer is who is Amir Abdul Qadir, and the town in Iowa is Al Qadir, Iowa. Okay, and you ISCJ, you still have control of the board.
Zakat and Sadaqah for 600.
These are the number of categories mentioned in the Quran for zakat. Akhtar family.
8 category. What are 8?
Sorry, that is correct. And you have control of the board.
And Sadaqah and Zakah for 800, please.
The Prophet ﷺ said with regards to charity that there are 2 angels that descend and make these supplications. And you ISCJ?
What is Allahumma a'ti munfiqan khalafa?
There's a second supplication. There's 2 supplications, that's 1. Akhtar family? We'll only take off half points because you got half of it. We'll
Yeah. Refrain, the one who refrains. And stop from the one who stopped.
Yes, that is correct. So what is give more to the one who spends, which is what team NUICJ said, and then Akhtar family finished that and withhold from the one who withholds. So, and Akhtar family gets a full point. Perfect. Okay, and Akhtar family, you have control of the board.
Zakat and Sadaqah for 100.
Excuse me, why did they get numbers?
Huh?
Why they got the number if they give half the answer?
What do you mean? Did you add points? You didn't take away? No, okay. Your points. I mean, I see you added points. No, you took away. She took away points.
No, that's the 3,700, right? It wasn't 20.
Akhtar family got the full points.
Oh, okay.
Our family said both. NUICJ only did half.
Okay.
So they got half the points taken off because that was we're trying to be kind for Ramadan.
Okay.
So Akhtar family, you have control of the board.
Zakat and Sadaqah for 1,000.
The wealth of a person who does not pay zakat will turn into this on the day of judgment. Champions.
It will be chained on their neck.
That is incorrect. Akhtar family?
It will be changed into a blind snake.
Yeah. So a huge poisonous snake. Sorry. Okay. And Akhtar family, you have control of the board still.
Islam and math in
Islam in math and science
science. 200.
for 200.
This was a time period in the history of Islam from the 8th to the 14th century where Islamic culture, the economy, and scientific discoveries flourished. NUICJ?
What is the golden age?
Islamic golden age.
Islamic.
That's fine. And you have control of the board.
Keep going.
Islam and math and science for 400.
This 9th century mathematician and astronomer is known as the father of algebra. ISCJ?
Who is Al-Khwarizmi?
That is correct. And you still have control of the board.
Islam and math and science for 600.
This 10th century philosopher and physician is considered the father of psychology and psychotherapy and most known for his numerous advances in medicine. Team Ali.
Who is Ibn Sina?
That is incorrect. And wait, time out. I'm going to read the question again because people buzz in afterwards. This 10th century philosopher and physician is considered the father of psychology and psychotherapy and most known for his numerous advances in medicine. Okay. The correct answer is who is Abu Bakr al-Razi? And ISCJ, you still have control of the board.
Islam and math and science for 800.
This 10th century mathematician, physicist, and astronomer is often referred to as the father of modern optics, with his book, The Book of Optics, where he proposed the theory of vision taking place by light entering the eye. And ISCJ?
Who is Ibn al-Haytham?
That is correct. And you still have control of the board.
Islam and math and science for 1000.
This 8th century scientist is known as the father of chemistry and is the supposed author of the enormous number and variety of works in Arabic, often called to the Jabarian corpus. And ISCJ?
Who is Jabir ibn Hayyan?
That is correct. And with that, you guys got super close to the Akhtar family. You're only 100 points behind them for the lead position. And you still have control of the board.
Famous Muslims for 400.
I am the richest man in the ancient world. And ISCJ?
Who is Mensa Musa?
That is correct. And you just took the lead with that.
Famous Muslims for 600.
I am of Persian origin and am considered one of the most prominent and influential philosophers and theologians of Islam. And ISCJ?
Who is Imam al-Ghazali?
That is correct. Okay, and you still have control of the board.
800.
I was known for doubling the size of the Ottoman Empire. Team Ali.
Who is Suleiman the Magnificent?
That is incorrect.
I'm done.
Anybody else? Okay. Who is Mehmet the Conqueror, Mehmet II? Suleiman the Magnificent was known best for bringing the Ottoman Empire into its golden age, but in terms of doubling the size, it was actually Mehmet II. And you still have control of the board, but there's just one more question. I am a Muslim leader. Wait, let me reset the buzzers. Okay. I am a Muslim leader who conquered Spain in the 8th century. Team Ali.
It was Tariq ibn Ziyad.
That is correct. Okay. And with that, we will be going into our final Jeopardy. I think this is the first round that I did where everybody has points. So you guys can put in the chat how much you want the final Jeopardy question. This final Jeopardy question to be worth.
What is the category of?
The Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So this is like the past 1,000 level question for the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So in the chat, put how many points you want this question to be worth. And then I'll read the prompt and we'll play the sound, the music thing twice. So you guys have a minute to answer the question. And I'm just waiting for 2 more teams to tell me how many points they want this to be worth. Can you write down how much? Taking my pen. And then I'm just waiting for 1 more team. Okay. You have all those points, right? Okay. These are the 5 things that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam that he didn't give to any prophet before. I'm waiting for answers from a couple more of you. If you guys, I'll play it 1 more time. So just, oh, we were muted, Fatima. They couldn't hear. Okay. Okay. So nobody got it fully correct. A lot of teams got a couple of the answers, but according to the hadith, Allah made him victorious by awe, meaning that before a month before even arriving at his enemies, that they were scared of him coming. 2, the earth is a masjid and something from which people can make tayammum, so the whole earth is pure in that sense. 3, war spoils were made halal. 4, the right of intercession. And 5, being sent for all of mankind and not just one nation. So with that, Fatima's going to put in the total points. Okay, and with that, the Akhtar family is first place, NUI ISCJ is second place, and Team Ali and champions are tied for 3rd place. Yay! Yes, awesome job, guys. I see the next slide. Yes, and thank you for being a part of our first ever Jeopardy. If you guys can just do me a favor and respond to the email that I sent. Just on YouTube.